Thoreau built his house for $28.12.5, which translates to about $600 today. That's how much our TV cost.
What is your biggest expense?
My biggest expense?
Yes.
Guess.
Demand code. Texting. My texting bill per month is about $50.
Now it would be paying rent for my new apartment.
Probably snacks here at Ormus.
Thoreau also said one of the 4 physical necessities was shelter, and that the ideal one was a box. It shielded you from the elements, it was cheap, and provided insulation.
On the outskirts of the village of Windlesham in Surrey, set in 58 acres of gardens, park and woodland, the Updown Court Estate is the ultimate stately home for the 21st century. A truly grand house of extravagant proportions with over 4,400 square meters of luxurious, flexible living space, with an astonishing 3.5 acres of surface area clad in the world's finest and rarest marble.
Thoreau believed clothing was one of the 4 physical necessities, but he criticized those who had abundant amounts of clothing. He wore one article of clothing until it wore out.
How many pairs of shoes do you think you have?
Woo! I would say at least 20.
And they still actually count.
Over 20?
No.
12 or 13.
I have probably about 30 to 40 pairs of flip-flops, and I probably have about 20 to 30 pairs of heels, and about 7 or 8 pairs of tennis shoes, and probably, I don't know, about 10 other pairs of shoes other than that.
Thoreau loved listening to the sounds of nature, and hated it when a passing train interrupted the birds or the rain. During his 2-year stay at Walden Pond, Thoreau rarely went into town and saw only about 30 people.
How much do you think you text, like, a month?
Oh, way more than I should. I text a lot.
I really don't text that much.
I shouldn't text as much as I do.
About 1,000 texts last month.
I have a 200 limit, and I always use it all.
When winter came, Thoreau got cold, and so he built an entire chimney by himself. The transatlantic cable had just been laid, and Thoreau remarked that the first thing we would hear from Britain was that Princess Adelaide has a cough.
Who are our 2 senators?
I believe it's Evan Bayh and Richard Lugar.
Still together.
Lugar and Bayh? Yeah, Richard Lugar and Evan Bayh.
Evan Bayh and Richard Lugar.
Our senators are... No, Mitch Daniels.
Do you know who our congressman is?
No, I don't.
No, our congressman.
Julia Corson. Except she died.
Did she die?
Yeah.
Ours is Dan.
You know our governor?
Julia Carson. No. Wait, no, not Julia Carson. No, I don't know.
Can you name a movie that Heath Ledger was in?
Brokeback Mountain.
He's gonna be a Batman.
Yeah, Batman.
What was that one movie with A Knight's Tale?
New Batman movies.
Thoreau grew the simplest and cheapest foods possible and lived on stuff like Indian meal for weeks at a time.
3-time defending champ Takeru Kobayashi hoping to swallow the competition again at this year's Nathan's hot dog eating contest. He started off strong, eating 17 in the first 3 minutes.
Eric Booker struggling to keep those dogs down, but
Ron Paul!
Thoreau didn't pay taxes because he opposed the Spanish-American War and slavery. He even spent a night in jail for it. What What have you done to support your political beliefs?
What do you think about President Bush?
You did alright.
He's not my favorite person.
Don't like him.
I think he's been put in a hard situation, and that he's been criticized maybe more than he deserves. Because a lot of people supported him in the beginning, but when things went wrong, then they turned against him.
I think he is an idiot.
He doesn't have any idea what he's doing.
So what do you think we should do about Iraq?
Personally, I think we just kind of need to have like a budget plan and kind of draw the troops out, but not just like take everybody out at the same time.
Well, I think we should stay there until we can leave. I think it'd be a bad idea to pull all of our troops out right away.
I really think that we shouldn't be there anymore.
You know what year we entered Iraq?
2003.
2001. I don't really remember. Hang on. I was in 7th grade.
I went to Iraq in 03.
No, 2000.
2005? No, it's longer than that, wasn't it?
Was it 99?
Sometime back in 2002.
Thoreau loved the spring. He left Walden Pond in the spring. He thought it symbolized new life, as it brought back flowers and animals, like the goose.
What are we doing? Hunting for Canadian geese. Hold his bag. Go, Lizzie, go! Run at it!
I'm about to spend 2 hours doing scout notes, so I can get a good grade in humanities, so I can graduate, hopefully go to a good college, so I can get a well-paying job, so I can make a lot of money and buy a big house and a cool car. Thoreau despised all this and preached that men should just live for themselves. Then why am I doing scout notes?
What do you think the American dream is?
American dream, to be better than my parents.
I think the American dream is to live a happy, comfortable life.
Right now, mainly my American dream is to become a great fashion designer. And not culinary arts.
Attaining life, liberty, and happiness.
Pursuit of happiness, attaining happiness.
Owning a house, being financially stable, having a family, and a yard.
Go to college,